My feed
is nonstop, yo.
Inundated. We're all laughing because I was joking around before about how this has never happened before in internet history.
Yes.
I literally believe sincerely, and I mean this, and you thought that I was being hyperbolic.
I don't.
I'm not.
I don't.
He is showing up on my feed non-fucking stop.
Dude.
I'm not clicking on it. It's just next video is him in that accent, which I don't know what the fuck country that is.
I'll be trying to figure that shit out too.
And the entire media is attacking him on a daily basis. Buy the special, motherfucker. Buy the special. Real talk.
Here's what's crazy. I've been seeing him on TikTok.
TikTok. Do you know what I'm saying?
He everywhere, yo. He unstoppable.
Instagram.
His YouTube shorts.
Instagram, YouTube shorts.
You're wearing your YouTube shorts right now. You were talking about. You got your YouTube shorts on right now.
Oh, fuck you. All I'm trying to say is Hunter Biden got.
No, he's undeniably funny. You can't even act like a guy not funny.
He's funny. Yeah,
he's funny, bro.
If he's playing in your city, go see him. Watch his show. Just let him see that you support him, because right now he's being surrounded by people in this industry who are letting him know that he has to apologize, who are letting him know that people, Jimmy Fallon talking about people coming and crying for his Me Too comment. So it is important that he see that you guys are out there. And I know he'll probably play it off and he'll probably be embarrassed by the support, because this right now to me is the most egregious, blatant example of the left taking someone out for using their words. Worse, taking a comedian out for using his words.
Have you seen the guy who does YouTube videos and he like breaks down comedians acting like he just doesn't acting like they're great, and it's almost like a scientific breakdown of jokes?
Yeah.
He goes through Chris D'Elia's, and it is so fucking funny. He just destroys him. Oh my god.
Good. Okay.
He's like, see, right here, he's repeating it so that people know that he's making a joke, which is very effective. You can tell he's a seasoned comedian because he said it 4 to 5 times to get people laughing, and he's laughing, which is
yes, it's so good. Chris D'Elia. The reason, if you're wondering why we're making fun of him, is because he has sex with children.
If I see another person who's done stand-up for 3 years, it's like, my special's coming out in 2 weeks. I'm gonna fucking I'm pissed, dude.
I do teach piano lessons as well.
Oh yeah? Oh, you're a teacher? Oh yeah? Whoa. He's all like, I'm a teacher. Oh my God, there's so many trash comedians. I can't even fucking believe it.
And like the whole crew's like, yes, Myles, like, yes. And Myles is like, just doing God's work here.
No, come on, he did not say that. He did not say that.
No, he did. He said, just doing God's work.
I don't think he has any like unironic fans. Like I said, his entire community just makes fun of him. It's amazing.
One of the things that I think is interesting about this is that, this is the third one of these videos that they released. And the first one, there was tremendous outrage. Second one, tremendous outrage. And that's when YouTube said, we're not going to let you post these videos.
I went and saw him at the Palladium about a year or two ago. And it was one of the worst shows I've ever seen.
Really?
And one of my friends, another comic that I respect a lot, gave him a standing ovation. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? And he was like, I understand why you feel the way you do, but I just love seeing the act. And I was like, I couldn't believe it. What was bad about that? It was aggressively corny.
It's tricky too, responding to a crowd like that too, because you have to be funny, but you can't be too mean, right? You can't hit a fly with a sledgehammer.
One of the best stupid, poor comedians working today, for sure.
I just really encourage this group to think carefully about this sad attempt at humor.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Gutfeld Explained, Jokes Explained, with professional joke explainer Myles Anderson, myself. Thank you for joining, gathering the cats here on Monday, July 27th. Supposed to be on Saturday. It's on Monday. It was traditionally on Monday, but you know what? Saturday, it's just, it gets busy in the summertime. A lot of things I got to do on the Austin River, the Vape Juice River. Sometimes there's smoke everywhere. Fire's got to be handled. The problem is people vaping so much, and a lot of the time people thought throwing cigarettes out your window was bad because they're lit cigarettes. Well, People are throwing lit vapes out their window now, and they explode. And they just send shrapnel everywhere. Vapes are taking down trees. They're taking down airplanes. Sometimes if you bundle your vapes up, you could take out a city block with those things. So, we thought they were better than cigarettes, but turns out not as much as you'd think. Myles is inspired to vape all day, all weekend. Amen, baby. Hey, thanks for joining us. Thank you, Unbeknownst Player, for resubscribing. Gutfeld Monday is not supposed to be when the stream is going to be. But it does work for a lot of our regular viewers. Monday at 2 p.m. is the time for bingo. So I think we're gonna keep bouncing back and forth. Saturday was good because you're getting a lot of North Americans. Are they're not available on Monday at 2 p.m. because they're busy trying to get on Kill Tony. Because they got to get their ticket in the bucket in the middle of the day. They're waiting outside, waiting to be called in. But the Europeans, of course, no chance of getting on Kill Tony. They're here on Monday, no problem. But anyway, who wants sub? 3256. Whoa, are you talking about a sandwich? Who's hungry? 3256. Guy has got the jar of mayo. And grape flavored vape. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, we're doing stuff today. We got some bingo. We got some bingo going. So get your bingo cards if you're on Twitch. We're live on Twitch vertically and horizontally, and we're live on YouTube vertically and horizontally. This is a technological.
Glad to oblige, a fellow scientist.
Hey, 3256 just gifted a sub to Travis Gravity. A Twitch sub. Congrats on the Twitch sub. Sorry about the sandwich. Obviously, I was misinformed. But thank you, 3256, for your generosity. Now, is it possible to redeem Twitch subs for actual sandwiches at Subway? Now, there's a marketing opportunity they haven't thought of yet. I think the only marketing Subway does is they just sort of blow bread smell onto the street. And you just got to get that Italian herb and cheese. Bada bing. Lampboop says, I can't find the bingo link. That's funny you say that. Is anyone else? Can anyone else not? Hey, Lampboop hates the vertical. Oh, believe me, I do as well. But there's a whole subset, people who are under 30 years old, they have to see vertical. They have I don't know if it's an eye problem or some sort of a genetic imbalance, but they have to see things vertically. Because TikTok, of course, the children's dancing app, became popular because it's in the vertical format, which means that you can do your dance moves into a ring light and just bring joy to millions, which is the primary purpose of TikTok, of course, is joy. Now, did I move your bingo logo around on mobile? It should be the top right of the corner of the chat. Yeah, so yeah, so the bingo was glitched last time, but it looks like the bingo has unglitched itself. Sometimes all you need is a hard restart, unplug the internet, unplug the computer, wash the whole thing down with soap and water, plug it all back in, and she works like a charm. Now, the bingo countdown timer has stopped, but I guess, yeah, we might as well, we just started out strong with some bingo. We've got 4 episodes of Gutfeld this week, not 5. And we didn't even have Greg the previous week. So as you see, summertime scheduling is tough when you're big hosts. Me and Greg are, don't want to humble brag, but we're the top of the industry. Me and Greg Gutfeld, and we get very busy. Now let's I try to make everything work well, but I have already fucked this up, I can tell, so I don't have my window selected. Everyone just talk amongst yourselves, just laugh, chat, distracted, and we're here. And we're fine. Everything's good. So let's get your bingo cards out. And let's start our prediction. Guys, we had like a real lack of Don Lemon roasts. But we've had no shortage of Greg Plattner. Let's start the bingo. We got 34 viewers on Twitch, 23 players playing bingo. That's not too bad. You know, if any of you have missed out, though, you got to wake up. If you turn on the stream and go to sleep, I completely support that. It helps the stream, helps us grow. Okay, let's start the bingo. Web is the chosen one. I predict Greg is back. I'm going to do... now, opening joke. What do you think it's going to be? What do you think it's going to be? Opening joke. Do you think we go back to Greg Flatner? There's been a lot of railing against the Democratic Socialists of America, a.k.a. the Stalinist party of totalitarianism and ethnic cleansing. But let's... I'm going to do a prediction. Oh, that's tough to say. I'm not gonna do a prediction to start. I'll do a regular prediction of punchlines. I'll give you guys a bit more context. Greg's back. Amen. Good to see him.
I know. I missed Me Too.
I'm gonna darken this room a little bit. It's, you know, there's a little bit too much light coming in. Again, talk amongst yourselves. Okay, we're back. That's a little better. It's a little too much light. Now, I frantically this morning put together some channel point rewards. I'm just gonna keep building the channel point rewards from various fun memories of Bachelors of Music content, and of course some of the best comics.
Good evening, everyone. So Nancy Pelosi's husband was charged with hit and run. If he's convicted, prosecutors say they're going for the harshest possible sentence.
Living with being married to Nancy Pelosi for longer? Maybe? The harshest possible sentence? Staying married to Nancy. Gordo. Yeah, we got a lot of I'm gonna predict the joke is the harshest possible sentence is staying married to Nancy Pelosi. Guys, put your bets in. Put your bets down. Yes, if you agree with the joke explainer. No, if you don't. The joke is going to be the harshest possible sentence for Paul Pelosi is staying married to Nancy. Guys, I mean, that would be a top level joke right there. It's got everything. It's got women are annoying, wives are annoying, Nancy Pelosi sucks. We'll see.
House arrest.
I will house arrest. I mean, I think that's it. I think we got it. House always wins. We got it. Congrats to the yeses. Putting your faith in me feels so good. Okay, Nancy Pelosi, let's check that one off there. Women are annoying. Yep. Nancy Pelosi, number 54. We also got, I'm going to give a chat predicted and Myles predicted. That's a pretty good one. That's a good start, everybody.
In London, Scottishman Josh Kerr shattered the world.
Scottishman. Is that the politically correct term? I thought it was Scotsman. Like the famous train. The Flying Scotsman. Desktop audio up, Myles. Okay. Yeah, I'll turn it up.
World record in the mile. A close second, the illegal immigrant chasing him with a knife.
Hey, Greg likes that one. Yeah, Scotland is full of illegal knife immigrants. Illegal immigrants. 36. Yep, we got it. Myles, what color is your boogie?
Oh, then you'll love this one. NORAD intercepted multiple planes that flew into restricted airspace near the World Cup final. Mayor Mamdani expressed his frustration
that they missed the towers. Guys, Zoran Mamdani is a terrorist, and he's disappointed that these planes didn't hit the towers. Come on, Greg, take it away, baby.
saying Manhattan's skyscrapers are miles to the east.
Hey, I mean, what a start. What a start.
It's a joke.
Okay, whoa. Wow. Okay, two things. Gutfeld crowd doesn't really like that one. And also, Greg explaining the joke by, sort of reiterating, this is a joke that happened. Smart thing to do, pro move. The pro move to always remind the audience that a joke has happened, either by the bump on the knee or just by being very explicit. That was a joke, people.
It's a joke.
Too soon. Too soon.
Or is it? Speaking.
Yeah, New York really sensitive about 9/11. Still, even after all these years.
Of Mayor Mamdani, he's seeking to arrest Benjamin Netanyahu when he comes to New York.
Oh, more anti-Semitism from the terrorist mayor. Interesting. Probably just wants to arrest him because he's Jewish.
September. Experts believe this might be the only strategy he has to get a Jewish person to stay in New York. You like that one? I'm glad. I won you back.
Thank you, Greg. Very true. I like the narration.
Christopher Nolan's movie, The Odyssey, made $125 million at the box office.
Okay. Is this going to be an Elliot Page joke here? Are we going straight for Elliot Page? It's possible. Because, very woke. It's a woke movie from a woke time. A very woke story. Invented by a bunch of woke people living a long time ago. Let's see.
I saw it and I thought it was pretty good, but not nearly as good as the book.
Self-burn. Greg can't read. But is that a burn though? I mean, I think it's meant to be a bit of a self-burn, but reading is kind of gay. The more you think about it, I would much rather go listen to a podcast. I would rather listen to This Past Weekend and go mudding.
That's funny. Because everybody did that. In New York, a missing persons alert was issued for an 84-year-old woman with Alzheimer's.
Okay. Sauerkraut says muddin'? ? Muddin' is when you go with a bunch of you go outside Austin with a bunch of your boys in your trucks, and you drive them through the mud and just make them all dirty, and then you listen to Lynyrd Skynyrd, and it's good fun. You should try it. Hillary Clinton. A lot of Hillary Clinton guessing here. Is old is about, yeah, that's going to be a joke for sure. Missing senior. Are you sure it's not going to be Joe Biden? Sure it's not going to be Joe Biden?
Police say she was last seen during the World Cup halftime show surrounded by gay dancers.
Madonna. Gay. Surrounded by gay dancers.
Speaking of, in the World Cup yesterday, Spain defeated Argentina by a score of 1-0. Man, it was exhausting.
They're going to make a joke about soccer scores being low here.
Pretending that soccer was a sport for 3 weeks.
It's not. Yeah, that was weird. Glad that's over, guys.
So New York City is considering replacing the term inmate from jail language with person in custody.
Oh, my God. This is crazy. You know, I thought inmate was already too lenient because it implies friend, right? You got your mate, you got your inmate, and then when you got your outmate once they're out. They're a friend that's in prison or a friend that's out of prison, which is no. They should be, I think they should be referred to as the damned, vagrants, just filth, demons, demon spawn, dark, just, you know, it's something, there must be something biblical, or even you could grab, you know, something that really, people need to know, and they should be branded in some way or tattooed on their forehead that to let society know, never trust them, and then see if they can get a job.
They're also planning to replace the term victim with person who carelessly bled all over a person in custody.
People are begging for woke. You know, woke was but they didn't say woke during the Odyssey, did they?
Makes you think, doesn't it? And finally,
It's
a
old.
torrential summer storm flooded the Northeast. There was so much rain in New York City, some of the puddles actually consisted of water.
New York's disgusting.
Oh,
That's a
joke.
joke.
Finally gets applause. All right. So once again, we've got a party whose idea of debate is never having one.
Yes.
Meet Harry Sisson, a hairless Hummel, who looks like a kid in a milk ad before he drinks milk. He just revealed his new...
Burn. Looks like a kid in a milk ad before he drinks milk. Oh my God, yes. You can totally... What? Just devastation.
Plan to beat MAGA. Do you want to fight them?
I want to fight them. I think...
fight them?
Yeah. Like, if Stephen Miller would agree...
Good luck, no milk boy. This kid wants to fight MAGA? You know how many huge veiny MAGAs there are? Dude, imagine this kid versus RFK Jr. RFK Jr. He's got no shirt, jeans on, fully red, veins bulging, forehead bulging, shoulders bulging, pecs bulging, abs bulging. Just grabs this little fucking milk boy. Just crushes him.
Or one of the Trump children, or like anybody in the administration, I want to fight them.
God, you know what? That I would go pay to see on the White House lawn.
Who's Don? This is Don. I didn't even know this was Don Lemon. This is Don Lemon. I didn't even realize. Don's looking old. Looking like Don Lemonade. Squeezed.
That's what I'm saying.
In a UFC.
Why are we
ring.
doing the UFC event? Why don't we just settle some political beef? I'll take anybody in the White... I boxed for 4 years. And if they want to...
Greg. Shitting himself laughing.
I'd get back into training camp, get in the best shape of my life, and go fight one of them.
I would do it too.
Good luck, guys.
Wow. Harry Sisson and Don Lemon, the toughest duo since Donnie and Marie.
Donnie and Marie. That's a good reference, guys. Donnie and Marie. As you can tell by the film stock here, this photo's from over 100 years ago. Famous singing duo.
Harry.
I believe they wrote the national anthem.
Harry, please. Caroline Levitt would choke you out before you got your halter top off. Also, you notice how Don was excited to brawl.
Yeah, I'd love to brawl because Don Lemon's going to grab your wiener. That's his secret move. Look at his eyes. That's wiener grabbing. That's a wiener grabbing look right there. Seen that before.
His signature move is a reach around in a dimly lit public bathroom.
I mean, can I be more correct? What did I tell you? That's the wiener grab look. You better believe I'm creating a clip. I'm saving that one. That one's going in the museum. Create clip ID. Now that's got to stop. You know what? I'm not going to fix that right now. This stream is very much under construction here. Clip. We're going to change this. There it is. And you know what? That should be fixed. Or, hey, it didn't crash OBS. I'm getting better at this. I'm getting better at this. Oh, that's a penis. Sorry. Pay more attention here. That's a penis. And that's a pervert right there.
Let me guess. MAGA is the closest thing to the Nazi party.
MAGA is the closest thing to the modern version of a Nazi party. This is America's version. It's the closest thing without the Holocaust and all that stuff.
Oh, the Nazis, but without the Holocaust and all that stuff.
Holocaust, yes. Fascism is the Holocaust, and if there's no Holocaust, there ain't no fascism. It's right there in the book. Please continue, Greg, with your excellent explanation.
Well, what's left? Why not just say the French? That's like saying Don Lemon reminds us of diarrhea without the watery stools.
Okay, that's a poo joke. Now, okay, let me see. Now, this is going to take a lot of thinking here. You may have to help me here. So, Nazis without the Holocaust is like Don Lemon is like diarrhea without the watery stools and plus Don Lemon. It's like sorry, this is really, I have to kind of picture the joke in my head here. Nazis without the Holocaust are like Don Lemon without diarrhea but without the watery stools. I'm gonna have to say I don't know. I can't. This is beyond my power. Sometimes, Greg, very high level.
Bingo!
Sauerkraut, congratulations. Sauerkraut, our mod. Being on a losing streak, finally. With Greg's expert level humor that is past even me. Lampu asking one leaky hole, or replying to one leaky hole, did Myles cover the correspondence there? Now, I'm glad you asked, because this was posted in the Discord this morning, I think, pretty recently. We got it. We're heading there right after this, so stay tuned, because Trump did stand up and he murdered. Nice to see him back at his roots. Congrats, Sauerkraut. Everybody else, your bingo cards are on the table. Now, let me grab your link here real quick. Nice, it worked. Everything worked. Okay. Now, let me grab, where were we here? Yes, this is number 1 on the list. Get your bingo cards, everybody. This is top 10 jokes at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Thank you. I believe this was Ivan Top Gun who submitted this to our Discord. Join our Discord, guys, and throw some links in there. You don't even have to win bingo. Top 10 jokes. Okay.
Wow, that was very beautiful, but this has not been an easy evening, all these awards.
They're already laughing. Killing. This has not been an easy, not been an easy evening. All these awards.
Do I have a say in those awards, all those awards? But it's great to be back at a place that I know very well because I built it.
Big round of screaming applause. So this is tricky because people know, America's a land of opportunity, right? In America, if you're in the audience at a Trump event, if you're the loudest screaming, cheering person, there could be a government position for you, very lucrative one. So it's important to, sort of wholly submit to his will. It's very funny.
And I'm very proud of it because I built it for $2.9 billion less than the Federal Reserve building, which is a lot smaller, by the way. Figure that one out.
Yeah, Jerome Powell, Federal Reserve Chair, blowing all the money, building the building. Total corruption. Get him out of here. Let's lower interest rates, everybody.
But I am delighted to be here at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Amazing people. A lot of people that I like. Some I don't like at all.
Some I don't like at all. And then he does like the Indiana Jones French archaeologist, like the, and they just kill him. That would be funny.
But I respect most of them. I must say that you do a great job, amazing job, and it's an honor. As I said 3 months ago, the show must go on. We were backstage, and we both wanted to just have it go on, whether it was 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, it didn't matter. But in the end, it made more sense to do it the way we're doing it. And we had a great news conference at the White House, at a very important room. And
nice.
We did very
what a
well.
bay.
I think we all did very well. It was a hell of an evening, I can tell you that. Won't soon be forgotten. And I think a lot was learned from that evening. A tremendous amount was learned about security and about other things, the dangers of what we all do. But just like my presidency, the second time is always better. It's always better. And the third time will be better.
A lot of knowing looks. It is better. So, just sort of warming them up.
Better yet.
So is that number 10?
I'm only kidding. But Caroline may
Okay, so I believe that was number 10.
have one of the hardest jobs in the White House. She has to deal with all of you all of the time. And you can be very difficult. You can be very, very difficult people. But I'm probably being a little bit oversensitive. Sometimes I really do think that some of you don't like me. In fact, I read a report, I get 93% negative publicity. 93. So how the hell did I win the election by so much? Think of it, I don't.
Because we don't trust the media, thanks to Greg. Yeah, I know. If a journalist tells me someone's bad, they got my vote. Fucking Ivy League, learning ass, reading ass bitch.
I don't think that's true. I can't believe it's 93. In the 80s maybe, but not 93. But this place is really the largest group of Trump derangement syndrome people ever put together at one time, I suspect. But I want to personally congratulate CNN's Caitlin Collins.
Caitlin.
On receiving her award. It was all about me. It's a fake. She shouldn't get the award. It was a fake, but I didn't mind. I said, Caitlin, congratulations. But it was fake. There's no question about it. But she's a young, attractive woman. She never smiles. I said, Caitlin, do you ever smile? Smile. You have a nice position.
Yes. Amen. Hey, you know what? Absolutely. Not even showing her face. I bet she's smiling. Can't even see. Beautiful smile. Come on, camera guy. Get around there. Zoom in on her face, then her tits. She's a great reporter. Oh, man. So, so women should smile more. That's a classic, very funny joke you could pull out of it. Say it to waitresses. Steward on the airplane, and any if you see a beautiful woman, tell her to smile. They always laugh. They always smile. I love it. That's just a classic Trump joke from, a lot of people done that joke. This is just from back in Trump's day. It was very popular to say that. Still very good. So yes, I don't know if you know the context of that, but that reporter, she won an award, I think, for an Epstein investigation, which implicated, obviously, Donald Trump and a ring of rapist pedophiles. But nothing came of it, and we've all moved on, and we're all laughing now, and everything's fine. Guys, let's get on to Gutfeld. The bingo cards are ready to go. Now, we only have 4 episodes of Gutfeld. We only got 4 episodes of Gutfeld, so we gotta take it slow. I do have a lot of extra content to watch, though. Maybe I'll lengthen the bingo cards, because I got a lot of... We also have some Jimmy Fila, so we can actually still play a little bit of Gutfeld Bingo with not Greg, if we need to. Let me get your bingo cards all ready to go. How many got for bingo? We got 27, eh? That's good. That's good growth. Very good growth. Bingo-roni. Arizona awaiting results. Is Arizona sick? There's Greggy. Gregory.
That's more like it, all right? Good evening, everyone. The Minnesota town of Laverne has unveiled the world's largest nutcracker.
Hillary Clinton was previously the world's largest nutcracker. Hillary Clinton cracking nuts. Look at Greg's face. That face tells me Hillary Clinton. People are saying Don Lemon. I'm going to say Hillary. You can agree with me, or you can disagree with me. If you agree with me, predict yes. We're heading to Hillary Clinton. Let's try. Throw down your channel points. Your hard-earned channel points. See if you can double them. Or even just get one more extra. Okay. Let's do it.
Narrowly beating out this one.
There it is. Hillary Rodham Clinton. The yeses have it. Thank you for putting your faith in me. Believe the joke explainer. I've been at this for decades. Myles predicted. I see a lot of people in the chat did not trust. You were thinking Don Lemon. Don Lemon doesn't crack nuts. He grabs them. He sucks them. He plays with nuts. Hillary Clinton, on the other hand, she's a real iron bitch. She'll crack your nuts. No questions asked. Especially if you're married to her. Still very, very funny. Gasless, yes.
At a holistic center in the Bronx, a woman has died after being injected with anti-aging serum.
Nancy Pelosi? But she's not dead. But this got to be Nancy Pelosi.
The cops arrested the doctor, which seems unfair since technically she did stop aging.
Joke bombed. She stopped aging because she died. Has killed people 46. That's a bomber, though. That's a little bomberini. Yeah, you do stop aging after you're dead. That is technically correct, and therefore, jokes are when things are technically correct, right?
I knew that was going to hit hard. On Monday, an armed suspect set off an incendiary device outside a federal building in Manhattan. Once caught, the suspect...
Zoran Mamdani. This is his work. Classic terrorist Mamdani. You know, can't help himself. It's just part of his religion. Got to do it.
Suspect yelled, "Get your hands off me! I'm the mayor."
And you know, that's another clip. I mean, we're clip farming. These clips are gonna get dozens of fucking views. This is gonna be a hell of a week, guys. We're gonna be all over just your news feeds. These predictions. I mean, I don't know if I'm in the water. Maybe it's I had Saturday off.
Did that make up for the last one? I still like it. A woman arrested for drug trafficking was found with fentanyl hidden in her buttocks, vagina, and right breast.
Buttocks, vagina, and right breast area. Bill Clinton found the drugs. Because he's a pervert who grabs women. Guys, Clinton, ginkgo bonsai.
Prompting a wedding proposal from one man.
Oh, because it's because of the drugs. Hunter Biden. Hey, Hunter Biden's been in the news. He might be making a comeback on Gutfeld here. Hunter Biden, 33. Well.
It was 2 years ago today that Joe Biden dropped out of the presidential race.
2 years. Still plenty of time left for these jokes, Greg. Only 2 years? Oh, man. He's the gift that keeps on giving. Dropped out of the presidential race. Someone should tell him. Someone should tell him. Because he forgot. He's old. Guys, let's see.
Yeah. And get this, he just found out today.
I mean, how are we doing? How are we doing? This is unbelievable. This might be the biggest streak I've ever had. Is this like 4 in a row? Holy hell. Clip. Let's clip it. Now, I think subs can clip. Can you subs clip? Or did I not set it to subs? I think I set it subs and mods. Maybe mods and subs. And me? Or is it just mods and me? I don't know. You're going to look. You know what? I can look at it right now. Let me look over here. Beep, beep. Switch commands. Clip. Could be clipped by mods and subs. Subs can clip. Mods can clip. I can clip. And all qualified hairdressers.
Elizabeth Warren has officially endorsed Michigan.
Give me the boobs, Myles. Well, hopefully we see some Sweeneys. Elizabeth Warren is going to be... Now, I haven't even heard the setup, but I see Elizabeth Warren, I think, Native American. She's going to be Native American.
Muslim Senate candidate Abdul El Sayed. In fact, today, Warren now claims she is 1/8 suicide bomber.
And so, okay, so the joke is, so I'm glad, okay, I'm gonna explain the history here. So 45 years ago, Elizabeth Warren claimed she was like 1/32nd Native American. And so we got a lot of mileage out of that joke. Very funny. But I think maybe she wasn't, but it's also a very small amount of genetic identity makeup. So it was all just very funny and pathetic on her part. And this guy here, now is he a terrorist or is he just a Muslim? Let's just like, because they imply each other, obviously. But
Of course, Michigan Muslim Senate candidate Abdul El Sayed.
okay, so he is a Senate candidate, but he has a terrorist name. So that's the joke as well. So she's identifying as part suicide bomber, which is very funny because it's very surreal and absurd and, just very high level stuff.
In fact, today, Warren now claims she is 1/8 suicide bomber.
I'm going to say is race.
A New York school has introduced Sally, the world country's first AI-powered robot.
Satalo Disco, I think you're going to be getting them boobies. I think you're going to be getting them Sweeneys. Because I can tell, I know what I'd be looking at if I had a sexy robot teacher in my class.
Teacher. The good news, it only needs 2 months off for the summer.
What? What? Do teachers take more than two months? Wait, let's hear that again.
The good news, it only needs 2 months off for the summer.
Do teachers take longer than 2 months off for the summer? Is that here in Austin, here in Texas, teachers aren't allowed to, in the summertime, it's crop picking time. The teachers are out there in the fields. You can't take 2 months off, you'll die. Teachers are lazy. Crowd didn't like that one. It is risky to go after teachers, even though teachers are mindless communists who are often unionized and are teaching kids woke things, right? Like they'll make kids read books like Lord of the Flies, which is about how if as soon as the threat of law and order is gone, people murder each other. And books like Animal Farm, which are completely against communism, Marxism, socialism in any form, because it just leads to absolute ethnic cleansing. 72 woke. I'm just going to say women are annoying on that one. I think it's kind of the joke as well, because teachers are girls. If you're a man teacher, you're probably a pedophile. So I'm going to say women are annoying on that one.
What's with you people? There is a record high in America's NILF population.
NILF. So we're going to be right on MILF territory here. We're going to have a MILF joke. Are we going to cut to Kat Timpf and say, hey, we got a MILF here? is that going to be maybe he'll just say that, hey, something MILF, cut to Kat Timpf. I'm gonna guess that one. Brit Hume.
Which stands for Not in Labor Force. Disappointing Graham Plattner, who thought it stood for Nazis I'd like to
Graham Plattner. Yep. There it is. Wow. I'm glad we still got him. Now, do we have no Hitlers in stand-up bingo? Okay, so, and just to, oh, and censored, yes, as well. Gordo, very good, yes. So, a lot of the joke here too, if I can explain. So recently, a woman came forward and confirmed that Graham Plattner is a Nazi, and it totally destroyed his run.
Going up and down with these jokes.
Covering a lot of ground, Gutfeld.
Playboy is bringing back nude playmates, but giving them a respectful makeover.
The Tallow, the Sweeneys. The Sweeneys. Rebrands nude playmates test respectful makeover. I owe you. What's this gonna be?
And they ask that if you do plan to masturbate, use a dress sock.
Okay. The rare cum joke, number 12. Very rare. A lot of people get that on their bingo card. They think, wow, fat chance. But there it is. Is a pervert.
This is Fox News. And finally, Kelly Clarkson stopped her Las Vegas concert to let the crowd know she recently had explosive diarrhea.
The lettuce diarrhea, number 59 poo now. All right, is explosive diarrhea, Jerry Nadler.
Or as the casino called it, shooting craps.
That's just a fun little word joke.
Thank you.
Fun.
Thank you.
The craps is another word for poo. You got your poo, you got your shit, you got your crap. You got your logs. Let us know in the chat if you know any other words for stool.
So, let's revisit Minnesota Governor and talking scrotum Tim Walz.
Talking scrotum. That's a penis right there. Tim Walz. Haven't had Tim Walz for a while here. Yes, let's revisit Tim Walz, Minnesota governor, who will never be vice president. Stop trying.
He joined the state's board of pardons in granting one to Tulu Vang, an illegal. Of course,
an illegal. That's the politically correct term for an illegal immigrant. Call them. There's illegals.
Following coverage of Walz's compassion, the press ignored that between 2002 and 2004, Vang, the guy getting the pardon, repeatedly raped a child.
Wow.
That seems like a key fact to leave out, right? I mean, that's the only thing you need to know about Vang, other than how long he bleeds out after you cut his balls off.
Yeah. Grim.
But after the Trump White House caught wind of this, they deported him, which Walz then criticized. I mean, did that really make us any safer?
Did that make us any safer? Did that make the children that are left behind any more stable? Did it improve the idea that we can't all be judged by our worst day? And I want to be very clear, these are horrific crimes. They often are. By just picking them up and taking them out with no due process, it just seems unfair.
First, Tim, the answers to all those...
First of all, this is the thing. The Dems always want due process, okay? Let me create a hypothetical situation for you, okay? You're living in a nice neighborhood. You start to notice one of your neighbors who's a little bit too sexy, right? She starts doing spells. You can tell she does a little bit stuff. She's always early for stuff, you know. Maybe she makes a little bit more money than you. That's a witch right there. Now you're gonna wait for due process to burn a witch. to deport the witch. Okay, witches with one little wiggle of their nose can have your whole family turned into frogs, and you want to wait for due process. You want to have a lawyer and a judge and a jury, a whole trial. No, drown her in the river. Drown her in the river as soon as you can with a mob, and if she doesn't drown, she was a witch. If she does drown, then God have mercy on her soul and all of us who are wrong. But we're simply trying to do the service of the Lord here.
Questions is a resounding yes, which is more proof Kamala picked you because you're the only person dumber than she is.
Dumb.
Waltz is too stupid to know. Questions aren't rhetorical if they're easy to answer. Does deporting perverts make us safer? Sure does. Does it help the victims left behind? Hell yes. They don't have to worry about that creep coming after them. You know, it's a special kind of moron who can't understand that fewer child rapists equals fewer child rapes. And then he calls 2 years of sexual abuse a really bad day. By this jackal's...
Now, I don't want to make a society prediction here, but I think, you know, this year we had UFC event on the White House lawn. Pretty good. Guys, watching guys beat each other up. Very entertaining. I propose next year we execute pedophiles right there on the lawn. And like, not all, you know, we can't get the chemicals right, but we'll lean them down and just open their throat up and just let them gargle out right there on the lawn, live on pay-per-view, to let people know this is what happens. I think that's what we should. I mean, I think that's the logical step here, because they deserve it. So let's watch them. And no trial necessary. No trials.
Logic, John Wayne Gacy's worst day lasted 6 years. If Waltz were in charge back then...
John Wayne Gacy. You guys remember him? This is a Walt's buddy from the old days. Tim Waltz would be like, hey, can we keep John Wayne Gacy here? John Wayne Gacy, famous murderer from 100 years ago. This name is easier to say. I'm out, Twitch is for kids.
He would have judged Gacy not on his serial killing, but his volunteer work as a clown. Oh yeah, he killed a few kids, but did you see his balloon animals? His elephant is to die for. And many did. Besides, if you can't...
And many did die for that balloon animal. And many did. Thank you, Craig. Yes. John Wayne Gacy. Big murderer.
Judge someone by their worst day, no one would ever go to
Legwar,
prison.
We will be rating Joey Diaz at the end of the stream, so stick around, everybody. What is his name again? Is it just Joey Diaz? In fact, I don't know. Let me just double check here. Let me just check. And the commands here at the raid command. Okay. Sauerkraut does have raid control, I believe. In case I fuck it up. We have a safety.
So maybe just not judge them at all. Sure, the whole
don't do it right now, Sauerkraut.
Law and Order is about judging people who do bad things, but Tim flippantly says no, as if it's a compassionate stance. Sorry, you asshat. The opposite of compassion isn't indifference, it's shifting compassion towards bad people. The greatest left-wing grift is convincing the world that compassion in the service of evil is still compassion. And of course, the media agrees with them. This weekend, the Minnesota Star-Tribune praised Waltz for defending the pardon. Cheers to Governor Waltz, writes Rochelle Olson, saying, quote, the governor refused to back down from his vote to pardon a Hmong man convicted of felony sexual assault in 2006. Also, Vang had not committed additional crimes in the past 2 decades. Vang's actions 20 years ago were awful, but so were the violent protests
wow,
at the US Capitol on
Dems.
Jan 6. And those folks received presidential pardons. So yeah, his repeated rape of a 10-year-old girl was bad, but, you know, so is Trump. She's literally comparing a few hours of chaos, what the left cheers when they're doing it,
All I need to know about this guy lets me know that the Democrat platform is to harbor, shelter, and nourish pedophiles. That's all I need to know. They did it with this guy. Makes you wonder. It's probably everyone.
Repeatedly raping a child. They have no sense of proportion. If this were the NBA, they'd want to swap LeBron James for Peter Dinklage.
Yeah, oh, a short... Hey, Peter Dinklage. We've heard a lot about Peter Dinklage on the Gutfeld show. I forget, what did he do? Because Gutfeld, he's like the funny eye of Sauron. And I make a lot of Lord of the Rings comparisons here. But it's like, if you do something woke and stupid, the Greg Gutfeld show is going to be looking at you for decades. What did he do? Does anyone know? He was anti-dwarves in movies, says Ivan Top Gun. Wow. Way to pull the ladder up behind you a little ways. And they need ladders. Am I right, guys? That was a Joke Explainer original there. Save that one.
You can laugh. But this dumb broad admits, yeah, he did do a bad thing, but this other thing is bad too. Never mind the victim's age, that Vang raped the child several times, that he admitted to it and tried to pay his victim to shut up. The more you learn about Vang, the more you realize the only discussion should be, do we set the wood chipper to chop, grind, or puree?
What'd I tell you?
And they played up that he had...
That's also good, Greg. I say we could wood chipper him on the front lawn. I think that would be fun for the whole family. But also sets an example.
Raped any kids for a while. Well, that's an accomplishment. But it's arguing from a false premise, like saying the Hindenburg was extremely safe before it burst into flames. And so you have a media pushing a narrative that can only...
But Smosh says, I'm in Austin. This is comedy. Yes, thank you. Whereabouts are you? Are you on the east side of the mothership or the west side of the mothership? That's how we measure neighborhoods here in Austin. Are you east or west of the mothership? And then when you do your jokes, it's religiously imperative to face the mothership.
Exist in a vacuum, one emptied of the facts about the crimes. If others hadn't shined a light on this, who would have told you? But hey, maybe we shouldn't judge Waltz on what is his worst day. And that's saying something, because even on his best day, he makes everybody else's worse.
Nice. Excellent stuff. Well done. More great writing from ChatGPT for that monologue there. And that's the good thing. When you do so many shows, right, it's so easy. You can train the LLM on previous episodes. Fear not, citizens. Greg is here. Yes. Amen.
Must be my new cologne. Good evening, everyone. So Rosie O'Donnell claims that director...
And we're right back to where we started, guys. You can see the sort of the cyclical nature of the Greg Gutfeld show, right? It's almost seasonal. Rosie O'Donnell in the summer. Kathy Griffin in the winter. The View all year long, baby.
Penny Marshall told her to drop 20 pounds while filming A League of Their Own.
Is fat. Told her to drop 20 pounds while filming A League of Her... Okay. So what's the fat joke? We know it's going to be a fat joke. But what's it going to be? Are we going right to fat joke?
Rosie replied, wow, what a coincidence. I have to poop.
She takes 20-pound shits. Oh, boy. Now that's funny. Yeah, you imagine how big of a poo that would be? 20-pounder? And it depends, I guess, on the density, right? Some people have very sort of porous shits, sort of honeycomb structure like a bird bone. Some people have very dense Very concentrated poos. How do you guys shit in the chat? Do you guys have? Are you guys dense shitters, or are you high volume? Are you a volume shitter or a density shitter? How do you get that poison out of your body?
Combined a poop joke and a rosy joke.
Long coilers. King Shaman,
Scientists
I like
warn
it.
that dementia could be contagious between married spousers. Spousers
are married couples from Liverpool. Little slip up there. Still very funny.
And spousers. After hearing this, Joe Biden asked,
Medical fact.
why did I walk into this room?
Oh, of course, because Jill Biden's married to Joe Biden, which makes her have dementia as well. Very good.
Bingo!
Are you serious? Are you serious right now? Has Sauerkraut been praying to the correct...
Bingo!
Oh, okay. Double bingo. Yeah, I was thinking there's something going on here. We're going to have a Mueller report on this one. Real witch hunt. Congratulations to you two. Double bingo for Sauerkraut. What the hell? What a day.
Say it again.
Sauerkraut will give my link to the Greg Gutfeld show. Wow, letting Greg have a swing after entertaining us all that time. Congratulations to the Greg Gutfeld show with the generosity of Sauerkraut. Talo and Amy losing their minds. Ilya Geidelman says, Myles, I've learned everything I know about funny from you. Thank you. Oh, that means a lot. Thanks for saying that. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for watching. And spread the word. If you learn, there's a technique to joke explaining. You watch enough of these, you can go into the world. And if someone sometimes you're standing in a conversation and, someone makes a joke and it totally bombs and the group, it gets kind of awkward. You can just stop everyone and say, hey, before we move on, guys, let me explain why what my friend here said was funny. Let me explain to you why this was funny. And then let's all laugh together. Oh my God, what the hell? Oh boy, a Vimeo link. This seems very illegal. Now, let me get your bingo cards again. It's everybody. Got Gordo's link. And I got the donated link. Very good. Let me get your bingo cards here. Baba. Well, I'm gonna add a little bit of a delay till the next bingo, just because I've got some file. What the hell? Still a 5-minute countdown. That don't make no sense. I love how it just ignores my requests here. There we go. Yeah, I got a couple short things. I want to watch more of the Trump jokes. We got to get through that. That was very funny. But I got some really fast little announcements here. You guys heard that Andrew Tate was recently witch hunted. Not in the good way. Not in the way I described earlier. But in the bad way. So, he's accused of sex trafficking and pedophilia and rape and all sorts of horrible things that really can't be confirmed without due process. In certain cases, anyway.
I am an American. I'm born American. I was born in D.C., and then we moved to Indiana.
Yeah.
My father served for the country I was born in. I love America. I want
Free
America
bird.
to win. The world is a better place with America in charge. America. I love this country. I love America.
So I believe this is his court case. I think this is the legal... I think he's submitting this to his legal team because he is currently in custody. But boy, I'd let him go if I saw this.
I want America to do well. fucking American. My culture is the dollar and bullets. America, baby! America. Greatest country in the world. We're here to win. We're here to make dollars. Give me a cowboy hat. Hot dog, please. That's the only culture you're ever gonna fucking need.
Free Tate. Free him. I think he's getting off with a warning. Oh, there's this little Jesse Waters segment. Are people cool with communism? We'll check that one in. Now, Jimmy Fila says late night comedy failed America. Totally agree. And I have never seen this. You guys, let's take a little tour of the Sean Hannity podcast studio. This is called Hangout with Sean Hannity. Look at that epic neon sign. It's kind of like a sports bar, kind of cool guy hangout zone. Got a pool table for the boys. He's got a big cigar ashtray. Got some katanas, the traditional American sword. Couple a dartboard. Got TV for watching Sean Hannity on. Got some nice cigar boxes down there. Got a couple humidors down there. Just a plaque that just says freedom on it. Boxing gloves. Heavyweight belt. I believe these are probably the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence, and maybe the iTunes user agreement, the 3 founding documents of the United States. Pool cues. Can't tell what kind of mics those are. Brian would know. Sign that says baseball. Anyway. God, I'm jealous. I you know, one day there's a dream to have a setup like this for explaining Gutfeld. You kidding me?
You're doing this to make a living. You're doing stand-up at night. You're not making any money doing that.
No.
Wow. Doing something wrong.
Okay, so when does the breakthrough happen? Because when we did Punchlines and Patriots, I mean, we sold out the place and
yeah,
packed.
Well, you know, we're moving a lot of tickets on the road. It's the coolest thing in the world right now. I mean, Fox is obviously the difference maker for me personally.
Right.
And that was the breakthrough, getting onto Fox.
Right.
So it started out doing shows like Red Eye and Kennedy, and then getting dealt into, you know, more regular shows.
You used to write for Kennedy.
Yes.
I would love to have a show on Fox. What would I call it? Miles of Freedom? Spelled M-I-L-E-S. Miles of Freedom. And it's just me on the road.
Oh, Kennedy was the first person to book me because one of her bookers at the time saw me at the Gotham Comedy Club. That was my home club at the time, put me on the next day. And then in the process of doing like sporadic hits, you know, you have somebody on once every month, every 2 months, whatever it is, I picked up a little traction. And when their writer was leaving, they were like, you know, they asked me to come in and write the show. So in the process of writing the show, that created more opportunity on the channel for me to promote the show.
So this show, just to let you guys know, this is called Hangout with Sean Hannity.
Show created a little more opportunity on radio, and that for me was the big difference maker.
How do you like radio?
It's my favorite thing in the world because it's like this. We have time.
Right.
Our television shows are tight.
4 minutes.
And remember this, the next time you're watching Hannity and you're not hanging out, you're watching. Okay, we're hanging out. We're talking for all day, but you're watching.
Right.
Okay, I'm on TV.
We're hanging out. Thank you, Jimmy. Reminded you guys.
There's another story underneath me scrolling across the screen and a picture of the guy who's coming up next. Like TV is like, bang, you know what I mean?
4 minutes next.
Yeah, I like, it's more of an assembly line, and that's great because of the turnover and it keeps it moving and you get to more subjects, which is awesome for the medium. But in radio, I like the relaxed vibe of conversation, so it's more in the spirit of like what I'm from.
So you're working out, you're on your routine, you're not getting paid. breakthrough? When did you break through?
Like big time?
Yeah.
I guess when.
So, Kill Tony, Bucket.
And you start passing clubs. This is just comedy specifically. When you start passing clubs in the city, because those are the ones where, you know, if you're getting up at, say, the Comic Strip or the Comedy Cellar or Gotham Comedy Club, when you start playing those rooms, you're now on stage with like Jerry Seinfeld, Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock, you know, real.
And you know all those guys.
What a lineup. Chappelle, Chris Rock, Jimmy Fila.
Yeah, you see them all the time. I mean, you're not like hanging out with them.
Who do you like the most?
If I had to tell you who I thought was the best in the room comic, it's right of those three. It's probably Chappelle, because he's doing.
He's smart as hell.
Yeah, he's good. What I love about Seinfeld right now, and it's really good, is he doesn't have to take it. So when he gets interrupted with like a Free Palestine.
Travis Gravity, thanks for the 100 biddies.
He doesn't care.
Travis Gravity, that's 100 bits towards this studio. Oh, baby.
Yeah.
That was a great video.
The greatest thing.
Oh, yes, I should remind you. Yes, Travis Gravity's a top day trader. Top day trader at the end of the stream. Gets to link a link. Doesn't have to win bingo.
Thing in the world.
I love that.
So he's kind of my hero in the moment because he's doing what comics are supposed to do. Remember, this is the one area where comic
MCK Infinity says the ability to sink your head to your neck is underappreciated. Yeah. How? Yeah, he really does. You know, there really is a distinct lack of. The neck has disappeared. He is kind of like one of those squishy seals you see on social media. I guess it is a little more chilled, is it like that?
are failing the country. It's like we are, for all intents and purposes, we are clowns. I understand we work very hard at this. It's not an easy profession, but we're there to take the edge off. You know, back to the whole Johnny Carson mindset. You're all supposed to be welcome here because we're now in fun zone. We're in fun town. It's ridiculous. So the minute comics started getting super political, by default, they were automatically failing the country because you lost that permission slip to tune out from whatever your political ideology was or whatever your adversities were with the other side. So that's where I feel like the Kimmels, the Fallons, the Colberts, you know, God rest his TV soul. But that's where I feel like they failed the country because they're literally putting America to bed.
They stopped.
They're literally putting in a, yeah, amen. I completely agree with that. I just gotta put my, humble brag. Just put my air conditioner on here. There she goes. Getting a little warm. Getting a little heated. Running OBS really makes the computer heat up. Oh, baby. So, yeah, air conditioning. Just to remind Europeans, here in Austin, we actually have air conditioning because we're straight.
Being funny.
Yeah, but that's like
being funny.
I can even forgive that.
Yes, Sean Hannity. You know, if you guys haven't seen Sean Hannity, just rip it up at a comedy club. Give it a shot. If he's in your area.
If they were just not.
If you're a comedian, how do you figure that?
No, I'm not okay with it. I think they're derelict in their duty in terms of them signing up to be late night.
Immortal Duke says cool air is gay.
Is
No. Outside, yes. It's supposed to be hot outside and cold inside. That's straight. If it's hot inside and wait. Don't confuse me. Like, let's just, it's just
like if they were just
laugh.
having bad nights, it'd be one thing. But they're intentionally
they just hate Trump.
Yeah, they do.
And if you look at the ratings, for example, that Colbert inherited from Letterman, or
they were huge.
That Kimmel inherited from Jay Leno.
Yeah.
I mean, they lost 80% of the audience.
Listen, the thing they've done differently, okay, and this matters, is they took late night from like this land of make-believe.
Would you like another whiskey?
I mean, if you want me to have one, did you not get enough dirt out of me? I'll have a second one.
Yeah, we'll give them one more.
They took late night from like,
that right there, now that's a subtle thing. That's a subtle thing. Right? But, one of the male fantasy is to just say, do you want another whiskey? And put your hand up like this, and then some servant gets busy making you another scotch.
Land of make-believe.
And I assume they're having Mitch McConnell Special Reserve Bourbon here.
Take it,
Hey,
Steph.
Steph. Hey.
Don't worry.
Good to see you. They took late night
I'd
from.
give him a double.
Hey. It's funny.
Hey.
Hanging with Hannity is now called.
And we got a babe. We got a whiskey babe in the back. Guys, keep subscribing, keep donating to the stream. And I promise you, I'll get a whiskey babe. I will buy one. And I'll just put my hand up like this. Get her to show some Sweeneys in the back. Oh, baby.
Called Passing Out with Hannity. It's a
Whatever.
spin-off show.
It works.
This show is going so well, you just launched a spin-off. I love that. But no, what they did wrong at late night, and this really matters, okay, is you got to look at a late night show like you're reading someone a bedtime story. It's usually a pleasant story.
Yeah. Yes. The objective of late night is to put you fast asleep. Guys, I have been thinking about this all wrong. I've been thinking about this all. Schwepp says, who is this? This is Jimmy Fila. Jimmy Fila has a show on Saturday nights on Fox where he does conservative jokes. So it's very similar to Gutfeld. Very similar to Gutfeld. He opens with a late night monologue. He often does a lot of this. They use the same LLM to write their jokes, and I think Joe Mackey probably has something to do with that as well. But yes, it's very funny, but not so funny you don't fall asleep. That's so true, guys. That's, and I feel like that's a lost art of putting people to sleep at a comedy show that only the best comics can do. Have you guys in the chat, have you ever had the pleasure of going completely to sleep at a comedy show? That must be so nice.
A funny story.
Yours isn't a late night show on Saturday.
No, it's just ridiculous what mine is.
What do you mean it's ridiculous? It's not ridiculous.
It's doing great. No, what I mean is my show is absolutely positively an homage to the America I grew up in, when we knew the difference between a joke and a hate crime.
Okay, let's stop right here.
Yeah.
A joke and a hate. Okay, what's the difference between a joke and a hate crime?
Yeah.
I personally believe you should be able to tell, if you're a comic, any joke you want.
Boom.
I think there should be no rules at all. Like, for example, I really like Chris Rock. I think it's interesting because I met him in person. He's like, demure and quiet and shy. Never met Chappelle, but I think he's brilliant. I knew guys like Jeff Foxworthy and Larry the Cable Guy. I love those guys. But
two great comics.
There seems to be a double standard. They can say whatever they want. You can't.
Yeah, they definitely want to police us a little bit harder.
Why?
And that's just the ideology of censorship. The right does not promote censorship. That's why they can say whatever they want, because we don't actually care. Like, we'll give them a hard time for being one-trick ponies. We'll go, Trump again. And we'll mock it, around the clock. But we're not actually trying to get them fired, per se. They see us as, like, soldiers, like enemy combatants, because they've fancied themselves, again, in the comedy space, which is we're supposed to be the off-ramp. People have fought all day about politics and whatever challenges they're dealing with.
Yes, they're tired from their jobs. They want to go to a show and fall asleep. Guys, I've never thought of it like this, but so true. My whole life, I've always been thinking comedy is about making people laugh so much that they don't fall asleep. But, there is totally another side to that coin where you can make people laugh so little that they have a gentle nap after their hard day at work. That's a great insight. And this is why it's important to, explore all aspects of comedy. Sleep comedy. Sleep comedy. Back from when America was great. Okay, let's finish off this Gutfeld and get the last episode of Gutfeld started after this one. Let me grab the bingo cards here. 26 players for bingo. Get your bingo cards, everybody. Joey Diaz stopped streaming. Did he not stream for that long? I'm gonna try to put you guys to sleep with this next one. Oop.
A model recruiter accused of procuring girls for Jeffrey Epstein has been found dead in his home in France.
Hillary Clinton murdered him. Ladies and gentlemen, Hillary Clinton murdered him because the Clintons and the Epsteins are thick as thieves. If you agree with me, predict yes. Hillary Clinton. And I bet she'll be, like, they'll cut to Hillary, and she'll be dressed with, like, a striped shirt and, like, a beret and, like, a little mustache and a cigarette. Maybe beaten to death with a piece of French bread. Right? You get a little dig on the French. Let's do it. Yes, if you agree with the joke explainer's prediction. This is going to be a Hillary Clinton joke right here. We still have the Epstein tile. We must.
I found the body this way, said the French lieutenant.
Oh boy, guys. Oh boy. You know, sometimes it's just so easy. Sometimes it's so nice, you know? After a long day at work, you know, you're tired, you come home, you're like, I just want to see a man on the internet predict perfectly a Hillary Clinton joke. And here I am. You're welcome, everybody. Hillary Clinton, Jeffrey Epstein, 39, has killed people, 46. Myles predicted the joke. Chat predicted the joke.
Wow, you're slow.
Excellent stuff.
Big one. Yesterday, Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent said his department blocked nearly $100 million that was being sent to deceased people.
Joe Biden is deceased.
Well, there goes my summer house, said one man.
And that's... like, is it even fair that I'm so good at this? Joe Biden. Old.
Because he's dead. An Arizona man was arrested for
And a little explanation there on the end. Thank you, Greg.
surfing atop a moving train while totally naked.
Arizona man arrested for surfing naked on a locomotive. Now, this is kind of weird. This is a weird premise. Sauerkraut, I think you are on the right track thinking this is going to be a Don Lemon joke. My mind went immediately to Thomas the Tank Engine.
Guess who's going as a train for Halloween?
Sauerkraut, very good. That's Don Lemon. He's a pervert. He's going as a train for Halloween. Wow, wow, wow. Very gay of him.
Hunter Biden is still trying to sell his awful paintings for $54,000. But get this, every purchase comes with a video call with Hunter.
That'll be perfect. Let's show the very funny picture of Hunter Biden just strung out with a cig in his mouth here. Drugs.
Unless you're his daughter.
Never mind. The joke is that he's an absent father.
Randy Weingarten claims the president gets her so riled up that he makes her drink. Yeah.
Kamala Harris. Drinking.
At one time, she got so drunk, she hooked up with someone who looked like Randy Weingarten.
Never mind. She's ugly. Drinking.
You got to be drunk to do that. She woke up, looked in the mirror, and goes, what's that?
Greg, so you see how free he is on his show? Compared to when the guest hosts were doing it, like Tyrus and Tom, Shalou, Kat, Timph. You know, they're really kind of rigid. But Greg knows, you know, the joke doesn't really work. He builds on it by being like, you know, I'm disgusting.
Actor Jerry O'Connell admitted he dumped an ex-girlfriend years ago over an intercom. What an amateur. I used to do it by Skywriter.
You dumped Taylor Swift, Greg fucks.
Taylor? Yes, yeah. I was busy. Finally, yesterday the Five celebrated its 15-year anniversary.
Yay.
Yeah.
The Five. Jesse Waters joke.
We were all planning a party, but canceled when one person found out.
Good guess by me.
All right, monologue time. So why are Democratic Socialists so angry? Besides the fact that this is the greatest time to be alive. Well,
guys, did you know that it's the greatest time to be alive? But right now. Right now. You know that time half an hour ago? Fucking blew. That was terrible. But right now, it's the best.
Turns out they screwed up their lives. StatWiz Nate Silver dropped these numbers showing that the bluest voters in America are white people with postgraduate degrees.
Losers. Mm-hmm. Just a sea of losers. Fuck them.
But low incomes. They're educated but broke.
If you're so smart, why don't you make some fucking money? God damn. That's why I always say, bring me the wealthiest. You know, that's why I don't listen to doctors. Okay? Doctors, supposedly smart.
I found this channel I like. It's called the Bachelors of Music and the Professional Joke Explainer.
Casket Butch, thanks for resubscribing. That's right, Myles. Casket Butch resubscribing. Showing the chat. The Casket Butch is not a fucking loser. Casket Butch is out there, no education, full ass bank account. Amen, brother. Turn the air conditioning on, baby. Is that audio doubled? Probably.
They spent thousands of dollars on an ethnic studies degree, a degree that misled them into thinking there's a demand for people with an ethnic studies degree.
Actually, you've scared me now. 1 second. Trigger properties. Doesn't show there's any audio. Never mind.
So how did they get there? Statistically, more education used to mean more money.
Not
With
anymore.
advanced degrees, you get more status, more respect, and of course, an endless supply of tweed and corduroy jackets. But
I'm a Democrat. I think people shouldn't starve to death. I'm so fancy, but I make less money than a guy that punches wood all day long. That's my impression of a Dem.
the world has changed. There's a whole bunch of people with fancy degrees, but no one's hiring. And you know who makes up a whole miserable chunk of that group? The Democrat Socialists. The worst combination since my bike lock was 4 zeros.
Commies.
Who would?
Great combination joke there. Greg with the cleverness.
Steal a Huffy. 80% of DSA members over 25 have at least a bachelor's degree, yet 45% report income.
Bachelor's degree in music. That's the only degree you should be getting. If you guys want to make some fucking money, learn an instrument. Walk onto any job site. And they'll be like, hey, well, who's this fucking guy? Pull out your oboe? Are you kidding me? If you can play the oboe, you can frame a house.
Comes below 60 grand. No wonder they want free buses. Silver calls them highly educated, downwardly mobile. Translation, they were born on third base, but ended up on first.
Yep. Born on third base. That's why they took out all those student loans. Because they have so much money to start with that, you know, fuck them.
They had every advantage and blew it, so they want the rest of us to wait in bread lines. It's why we're seeing them back this.
I think it is time for us to tax billionaires their wealth. We've got an economy that's churning out billionaires at a record pace.
We're living in a rigged economic system.
Says Bernie, who has money. This is what you guys need to understand. Okay? Rich socialists are hypocrites, and poor socialists are jealous. Socialism. So therefore, socialism doesn't work. I think that there's a math formula that I could produce for that. I'll work on it.
While the very
Censored,
richest
yes.
people in America have never,
Bernie Sanders.
ever
There he is.
had it so good.
In 2028, yes, we have an opportunity to move beyond the current federal administration. It is possible to put working people back at the heart of our politics.
Sauron.
Working people. That's not what this is about. It's about the credentialed class who went to college.
The credentialed class. Exactly. I don't want anyone with a degree telling me anything about the thing they studied. Shut the fuck up. Why do we have grok? Why would you go to school when we have grok? I can grok anything. I can rock out with my grok out before you can fiddly fuddle your little fancy answers.
To take courses in the history of the butt plug, then expected success, piles of money, and high...
The history of the butt plug. There is a common degree.
Status for their subsidized virtue signaling. But that payoff, it never came. Instead, they got college debt and zero skills. They have to call someone to unclog a toilet. Then they turn around and increase that guy's taxes. It's
that
true.
Guy.
They watch the electrician, the plumber, the welder, the guys who skipped college and built real skills, now buying houses, cars, and building families.
Yes. The builders, the doers. Not these fucking parasites. You know what? I think if no one goes to school and America has 15 million plumbers, those plumbers are still going to make the same amount of money they charge right now. That's the free market. I think if you create an entire population that is in skilled trades, those people will still make tons of money. Because don't ever look that up. But I believe that's how the free market works. Supply and demand. Go to my phone book. Look at my town has 55,000 plumbers. Get a job done for $5.
Here's Palantir's Alex Karp summarizing it nicely.
You know, Ivy League grad voting for this mayor is highly annoyed that their education is not that valuable, and the person down the street who knows how to drill for oil and...
See, Alex Karp is a guy, not a fancy guy. He's just a plumber that plumbed his way to the top of Silicon Valley, right? Didn't go to school, no degrees from this guy. He just gumptioned his way up. Thank you, Alex Karp.
Gas, who's moved to Texas, has a more valuable profession. And I think that annoys the out of these people.
It's true. Meanwhile, the blue-collar folks are living the dream. It's true. The only complaint I hear from my plumber is that I can't keep flushing those letters from Make-A-Wish.
Self-burn. That's a little self-burn there, that he'd be cruel. Yes, I think there's a lot of dying children who their last wish is to have Greg Gutfeld come to the hospital and tell them that Don Lemon is gay. I know that'd be on my list if I was a kid. I'd be like, Mommy,
Edit laughter in there.
Mom, I don't have long left. Could you get Mr. Gutfeld in here? Can Mr. Gutfeld tell me that Hillary Clinton kills people? Cough, cough. One last thing. Can Greg Gutfeld tell me that Don Lemon is gay?
It's all flipped. The non-college grads are winning. The credentialed class may possess high cultural capital, working on campus or in nonprofits, but they're financially strapped. Worse, they still spend money on status maintenance, which comes at the expense of savings. They can't afford a home, but they spend.
AVDSP says, Myles removed the fucking oh yeah reward. Guess, okay. I'm retooling it. Okay? I think moving forward, the oh yeah, it's one of the most annoying things ever created. I think I'm going to make it, if someone drops a gift bomb, like a significant job creator, then you will hear orgasm sounds while the presents fall down. I'll figure out some other bullshit. A real laser bowling experience.
Thousands on weekly therapy.
Did you say Ilan Omar?
Pilates studios, eating at trendy farm-to-table restaurants, specialty groceries, pricey coffee.
He is still, when he says
fees. And proximity to the rich only increases the status pressure, which leads to credit card debt and addiction. And yet they cling to these elite.
Let's just stop this right here. Okay? I don't want to, I'm not going to, this isn't a witch hunt. Okay? But if anyone here watching this stream has anything to do with any of these 4 panels, this stream is not for you. Okay? If any of you guys eat fucking lettuce, if any of you drink a goddamn latte, Casket Butch, thanks for testing out all the channel point rewards. You know, I was really slaving over them. I'm glad they're working. If you guys if you hold your hands like this and you're not Italian, okay? This lady's doing Italian yoga. I hope. If this is woke ass shit lib yoga, fuck that. And I hope you guys, but if this is simply Italian, if you're simply Italian stretching, that's okay. Italo Disco using them channel points. Look at them. So many buttons to discover. And if you write, okay. If you know how to read or write, also, get the fuck out of the stream. And I know a lot of you are, okay, I hope that you guys are using Grok to text, to write these chats. Because reading and writing is pretty...
And so no straight men. Do we have any straight men? Nobody wants to fess up.
Pretty lib.
And proximity to the rich only increases the status pressure, which leads to credit card debt and addiction. And yet they cling to these elite behaviors for the prestige. So now they're angry and willing to burn the whole system down by voting for radicals who vow to do just that. Because those idiots hate capitalism since it works and their path doesn't. Instead, it creates nothing and punishes success while rewarding failure.
Rewards failure.
Voter, it doesn't.
You guys know that? In socialism is actually the inverse. If you the harder you fail, the more money you get.
Matter because years ago they had a choice: social capital or financial security. They chose wrong. So they'll flock to the DSA who say it's not your fault. It's billionaires, the cops, the dude you saw at your high school who owns a boat and didn't go to college.
Nice, boatman.
Getting revenge is the only way to get justice. Socialism is now, as always, a coping mechanism for the envious, where you torch everything because you didn't get what you wanted. Of course, that was never our problem, but now they're going to make it ours. Let's welcome tonight.
Got wrecked. Guys, never go to university, and if you did...
You are a funny crowd tonight. Normally, crowd's not so funny.
No bingo on that one. Wild.
Thank you. If only your applause could fill my empty heart. Good evening, everyone. So Kathy Griffin posed for photos.
Kathy Griffin posing for photos. That ugly, stupid bitch, guys. The joke here is going to be okay. Never.
Bingo.
Oh, Travis Gravity waiting for Kathy Griffin. Wow, that's a powerful position because we knew it was gonna come. It was coming. Well done. Travis Gravity. Okay, we've got it. This next game of bingo is going to be tough. Because we have just this episode of Gutfeld left to get one bingo. Get your cards. It's a little glitchy. It's a little glitchy. We don't have that much time. Let's do 53 here. Oh, it won't do it. 53. Okay. Try again here. This is really not doing good. Okay. Oh, this is killing me. Okay. Get your bingo cards. 2-minute countdown. Travis Gravity, where's your thing? Here's the link. AVDSB, did you repost that just for me? Because you know I was fully distracted. That is damn decent of you. You must not have a university degree. Just a good man. Just a good man. Yeah, the Jimmy Fallon conversation is really fascinating on how comedy failed. It's only 2 minutes left. But I got so much stuff. I could save these for next time. Let's watch this one, just because it's on theme. While we get started.
So the commies are taking over and making demands. No president, no deportations, no Department of War. Are people cool with that? Here's Johnny.
What would the country look like without a president?
Complete anarchy.
Violence. Chaos.
Yep. Why do you think Canada's on fire right now? No president.
Happiest place on earth.
This president is a little Maybe if we had a better president, like Obama.
Obama was a great president.
Yes.
What did he do that was...
The link was donated to 3256 AVD with sneaky. No. Okay. Wow. Corruption. There's evil afoot. Thank you, Sauerkraut, for laying down the law. Good catch. AVDSB, you need to go to church.
Was so great.
He didn't. Why would he send someone back that's making sure that their family is good over here?
Do you know what they called Obama?
What they call him?
The deporter-in-chief.
Wrecked.
Oh.
Shame on you, Barack Obama.
Should illegal immigrants be allowed to
Wrecked.
stay in the country and vote in the country?
I don't think so. You can't just walk into a building and act like you're employed if you're not.
And that's what the DSA wants. Undocumented illegal alien invaders to vote in the election.
I think that you should be a citizen.
Yeah, because they pay taxes. A lot of illegal immigrants are not paying taxes.
I mean...
This is a stolen land. Nobody owns America.
Okay, so this is your classic DSA supporter, just out of his mind.
I came into your house and you're sleeping on your bed and I said, get off, sleep on the floor, I'm sleeping in your bed. How would you feel?
Yeah, of course, you're my dad.
And the DSA loves Obama, by the way.
If you kill a person
Homer
and
Simpson.
you're an illegal immigrant, should you be deported?
Why'd they kill them?
I would say no.
For an illegal immigrant.
Why'd they kill him? Okay. I think you can only kill pedophiles. You know, she actually might have a point there.
Who doesn't
even suspected pedophile is good enough for me.
belong in this
Like a male teacher.
country.
None of
Stab
us
him.
belong in this country.
I'm pretty comfortable to say I belong here.
I wish that there was like, you know, an island that all murderers and criminals could be deported to.
It's known as Alligator Alcatraz.
Whoa.
Should we defund the Department of War?
War happens and we need to be prepared for that.
We're not in a peaceful state. in the world politically. So why would we do that?
We have a lot of money for hurting people and
So the American people have spoken.
a lot of less money for helping people.
Our military is like, it's strong.
I'm a piano teacher. It's totally different. Totally different. Males are allowed to be piano. The piano is a masculine instrument. It's huge, made of teeth and wood. Totally different.
Enough.
How many days do you go to the gym?
Every day.
Why?
I like to be consistent.
And because you want to get stronger?
Yeah.
If you want to get stronger, why can't our military get stronger?
I mean...
Boom, wrecked. You want to get stronger? Why? And you don't... Why don't you want our military to get pure law? I mean... Just... This is just hard to watch. These libs get destroyed so bad. Just murdered. Guys, let's finish off this Gutfeld. We got Kathy Griffin coming in hot. She looks, she's looking good here. Let's see that picture of her looking like shit. That's important. 26 players. We're starting right now. This is expedited bingo. Get your damn bingo card. 26. Can I get a 27? 27 players for bingo? Yes? No? We're starting it. Now, thank you for playing, guys. Get ready. Now, let me just, before we start bingo, I'm noticing something. I'm keeping my eyes closely on I'm like Gutfeld in that I keep my eyes on the ratings. Okay? And our Twitch numbers go up as time goes on because our viewers are getting off. They got they're done their job, and their job is getting their name in the Kill Tony bucket. Okay? So they got their name in the bucket. The bucket's being called, and throughout the day, obviously, not everyone gets called. So they come home, they throw on the joke explainer. This is why I think the Saturday stream's a good idea. Just saying.
On her balcony wearing a string bikini and no makeup.
Gross.
Oh, wow. Surprised onlookers averted their eyes to something less dangerous, like the sun.
Guys, something bad has happened. I wish I could show you what I see here, but something bad you are connected from another device to bingo. Refresh the page. Reconnect, refresh. Reload. Okay, almost lost it there.
Former CNN anchor Brooke Baldwin described her sex life and claims she's pretty darn good in bed.
Whoa. Nice. Too bad she's a journalist. So, it's hard to believe.
Brian Stelter also claims he's pretty darn good in bed. But he was referring to his ability to balance a bowl of chili on his belly.
Bad guy.
The View has been hit with major budget cuts. It's so bad.
It's so bad, they're going to have to stop lowering live cows into their feeding pit. Let's see.
Ladies have now been reduced to only 12 bales of hay per day.
No, never mind. They are the cows, guys. I forget because I watch too many movies, and I create these elaborate scenes in my head that are just way more exciting than they should be. I forget. I lose the narrative that these women are cows. They don't eat cows. They are cows. Very funny.
In particular, The View's wardrobe budget has been slashed to the bone.
Okay, remember, they're cows, they're pigs. What do cows and pigs wear? Little pants, sometimes in cartoons.
As a result, Moo Moo's R Us has declared bankruptcy.
Moo Moo's, of course, are cow-themed. You guys, you got Amy's twitching, actually. I may have been inadvertent, but I'm going to give Amy's twitch in that one. That's a prediction right there. I heard Amy's twitching let out a big moo. Now, you have to think like Greg. You got to think like Joe Mackey, but you also have to think like I was going to say an MLM. No, an LLM, which is in no way an MLM.
Moo-moos. And because it was so expensive, The View will no longer do a Halloween show.
I thought every show was the Halloween show because they're ugly monsters.
Which is a fan favorite since it's the only time they put on masks.
I mean, the joke is that they're ugly, but it wasn't quite the same.
All right. Thank you.
Round of applause, though.
You'd like those. In a bid to appeal to older customers, Hasbro just introduced Play-Doh for adults.
Joe Biden will enjoy that because he has the mushy mind of a child.
And already one adult is declaring it delicious.
I still got it. Still got it, even at the end of the stream, guys. Still got it. There he is. Hey, Jack. Can I take a bite of your Lego? Oh, there, Sonny. Hold your horses there, Jack. Can I eat? Can I eat the dough? I was the president. I'm still the president. I don't even know. Who was talking to me? Is that my grandson? Hunter, are you into the crack again? I told you not to smoke the crack.
Oh, your teacher? Oh, yeah? Whoa. Many leftists are blasting WNBA star Sophie Cunningham for saying that men have no place in women's sports.
Trans, 68.
They also say Sophie has no place in women's sports.
Because she's too hot.
Because she's hot.
Yes! Yes. Now that's tough. She's, you can't be annoying. You can't be annoying if you're a babe. As long as you don't talk.
Film star Tom Cruise is returning for Days of Thunder 2. I'm not saying he's getting old, but here's what he's racing in the movie.
Hey, electric scooter.
And finally, in a recent podcast, Hunter Biden told Don Lemon that...
Hunter Biden told Don Lemon, that's 2 bingo cards right in that setup, guys. Hunter Biden, number 33. Don Lemon, number 17. Told Don Lemon, are you gay?
In an anchor, Jake Tapper is full of crap.
He's full of crap. Now, this crap is going to become poo in this joke, okay? Clever wordplay. Plus, Don Lemon likes to do it in the butt. We know this. How's this going to form?
Which Lemon said is a total deal breaker when it comes to sex.
I mean, I laid the matrix out for everybody, okay? And I hope that you were able to form the joke in your own mind before you saw it. It's always funnier if you know what's going to happen. But that's a poo joke, that's a gay joke, and that's a pervert joke.
Hey. Nobody wants to sleep with a liar. All right.
Lie with a sleeper.
At a recent book event in D.C.,
that digs the poo.
Jim
Gross.
asked some really tough questions, like, while covering Trump rallies, did you ever feel unsafe?
Did you ever feel unsafe? Did you ever feel like your life was in danger?
Yeah, I mean, it was totally crazy. Trump would go into these events, and there would be 10,000 people, 20,000 people, and he would whip everybody up into a frenzy. not only against people like Hillary Clinton, but against us. He called us the disgusting news media, the dishonest news media, liars, scum. And it would get so heated that we would have his supporters coming up to us in our press cage, as we lovingly called it, because they put bike racks around us to protect us. They would call us traitor and everything else, and they would be screaming at us as we were racing off to our cars after the events were over. So, and all of that has stayed kind of baked.
Oh, a little fancy man with a degree is afraid of a violent mob. Oh no, they yelled at me and they rattled the cage and they pointed guns at me and threatened to stab me and cut out my spleen. Oh, get a spine. Get rid of your degree and fucking get on the oil patch.
Into our politics ever since that time. And I guess that's the other part of this, is how do we drain that poison out of our politics?
Wow. He found the heckling terrifying.
Yes, Greg. See? Me and Greg, firm handshakes across the dimensions.
Come on, somebody throw this big girl a snot-covered hanky so he can dry her tears. People said worse things to me when I bulldozed that senior center.
Self-burn. Greg makes little jokes about how he's an asshole, but he's actually a very loving, caring man who often participates with the Children's Wish Foundation by going down to the local hospital and telling the sick children that Don Lemon has gay sex and that there's just poo everywhere.
But as always, Acosta loves to paint himself as a lonely, courageous reporter seeking truth in the face of danger. But actually, he only pretends he was in danger. Jim, let me break it to you. You were no intrepid journalist. You were CNN. You weren't standing outside the system. You were the system.
You are the media.
Now you cry about being harassed by the people
media.
you and your network smeared and lied to for years.
Media.
You helped create and amplify the poison in politics you now whine about. The fact that he doesn't realize that shows you he's as thick as a shamrock shake.
He's as thick as a shamrock shake. Shout out to McDonald's Oreo McFlurry, guys. Thanks, McDonald's, making summertime possible. Make sure you guys go out there, grab yourself a shamrock shake, thick green mint Oreo from McDonald's. Wonderful beverage we enjoy very much here at the Greg Gutfeld Show and at the Joke Explainer stream.
Fact, the right doesn't attack journalists. That's an Antifa thing. And nothing MAGA ever said resulted in harm done to the media other than to their egos. However, after the media painted big fat targets on people like you and me, many of us got hunted.
Me? You? And me? No.
Besides, Jim, you were just a lousy reporter. Remember this golden oldie about the wall from 2019?
As we're walking along here, we're not seeing any kind of imminent danger. There are no migrants trying to rush toward this fence. Behind me along this highway, there's a gas station, Burger King, and so on. But no sign of the national emergency that the president has been talking about. As a matter of fact, it's pretty tranquil down here.
Well, Jim, that's how walls work. See?
Yeah, dunked. Boom.
They didn't simply cover the Trump years, they participated in them. They weren't referees, they were players, and dirty ones at that.
Dirty
For
players.
years, they told half the country they were racist, fascist, white supremacists, threats to democracy, insurrectionists, deplorables, you know, Nazis, but without that Holocaust stuff. True, even today, we're still being compared to Hitler by a party that would have elected a guy with a Nazi tattoo.
Graham Plattner, again. Everyone, we said he was a Nazi. He's a Nazi. He's a Nazi. He's a Nazi. Dems still voted for him. Dems still wanted him. Then, what comes out? Guy was a Nazi the whole time.
Then they seem genuinely baffled that their targets don't like them. Jim says Trump turned his supporters against the press. No, Trump voiced the frustrations of people you've been painting as villains every single night on CNN. There's only so many times you can tell a plumber that he's the greatest threat to Western civilization till he decides he's no longer putting up with your
Plumbers. Censored. Plumbers. Joe, guys, remember Joe the plumber? Plumbers are good. Teachers are bad. Remember that. Plattner, yes. Thank you.
Guys like Acosta talk as if they had no power, but no, the media had enormous power. They decided which stories mattered, which stories mysteriously disappeared into the Bermuda Triangle of the nightly news. Hunter Biden's laptop, Russian disinfo. Joe Biden's decline, cheap fakes. Inflation actually good. The border under control. The summer of love, mostly peaceful. The COVID lab leak, a racist lie. Leah Thomas, a woman. Jim Acosta, a man. They got every story wrong, then wondered why trust in them collapsed like a boner at a Madonna concert.
Collapsed like a
Bingo!
50. Oh, I was clicking 57. My handsome grandson grabs it. I was clicking the collapsing boners, but we still got a double bingo on that one. Wow. Not fast enough. Congrats to our double bingo winners. That concludes the Gutfeld Bingo segment. We also have the top day trader spot going to Travis Gravity. So I need 3 links. I need Kyle Man 5000. I need my handsome grandson. And I need our top day trader, Travis Gravity. Link him if you got him. And if you don't got him, you can also elect to donate to one of our thirsty viewers. Travis donates a link to Amy's Twitching. Bad choice. I don't know. I like to Amy's Twitching DEI. What is going on? Okay, what? Who is donating? Okay, I gotta pay attention here. Kyle Man, my handsome grandson. Okay, my handsome grandson. Oh, that's my dumb idiot wife. That's not my handsome grandson. I donate to anyone. Wait, you guys gotta stop. Okay. I donate, but you donate to anyone but my wife. Okay. I'm really lost here. What has happened? There's so many links going on. I don't. Okay. Grandson donates. AVDSB is the first link that I see. Boom. Amy's Twitching was Travis Gravity. Oh, I swear to God. Okay. That's the 2. Travis Gravity. Colman 5000 is the last one I need. Colman 5000. Did I get a link? Did I get a link from Colman? Did I get the link from Colman? Or did it not happen? I'm trying to scroll around. Donated my other one to 3256. 3256. And then 3256 made fun of me. Not a link. Not a link. And then 3256, you got mine earlier. Yes, I did. But Travis Gravity is the top date. We're doing day trader. My mind is blown. Absolutely. This is we can't, guys, we need to we can't get more viewers than this on the stream. Okay, we got to keep this. This is an indie stream. As much as I would love a Sean Hannity cigar room with basketball hoops and traffic lights and just I would have, honestly, and this might be annoying to some of you, I would have a Harley Davidson idling behind me the entire time. And that might be a real audio nightmare, but I'll send the audio to Brian. He can edit out the Harley. Okay. I did my best. I did my best. We're heading over. Thank you for playing bingo. We are now let me finish the bingo game officially. end the game. And we now head to the viewer video segment. So thank you all for got the jokes explained. Greg Gutfeld, very funny, as usual. To be able to check the post history of your chatters. My handsome grandson, yes, that's probably possible. But I would crash OBS. You know how many tabs I got open? You should see what I'm working with. I've got Asmon Gold cockroaches all over my feet. I've got 55 tabs on the desktop. I got Mozilla open. I got Chrome open. I got Bingo open. I got OBS open. I got StreamerBot open. I got Social Stream Ninja open. I got... Follow me. Yes, the cicadas. My legs open. Open relationships. I got doors open.
The Winnebago concepts and engineering departments have developed a multifunctional bathroom. Privacy, I don't know what the fuck I'm reading. I wonder what the fuck the real dialogue is.
It's a classic.
What the fuck is this thing? All of the windshield, for fuck's sake.
This is me with OBS.
What the fuck did I say? That didn't sound for shit, did it? And here,
so
under
relatable.
the hood, we've stored something that'll really come in handy if it doesn't fall out and break my leg. What we're doing is we're building a fucking industrial film. Trying to give these guys everything they can get to me. And that's it. Fuck it. I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying. We suppose we open... Got to do it again, right now.
Beautiful.
Oh, fuck. 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 Oh, fuck. Shit. Tony, do me a favor, will you please? Will you? Will you do me a kindness?
Leave.
Yeah.
I think I want to be walking in and out if you're going to fuck up and I got to come back.
I don't make any difference to me at this juncture. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, Tony. Don't slam the fucking door.
Don't slam the fucking door. Just such a classic. Definitely it captures the OBS streaming experience for sure. That was obviously way before streaming. That video was from a long time ago. Those Winnebagos, though. A beautiful steed. Who the fuck is this guy?
I feel sorry for Americans. If you can't be friends with Canada, then you almost certainly do not have a friend anywhere in the world. And that is a very lonely place to be. Obviously, the news of the day
is
the president's recent decision to levy more tariffs on Canada for reasons known only to him. I'll say that this feels like an increasingly desperate and...
Oh, man, for fuck's sake. Fine.
flailing approach to relationships with our country. There's no question it will hurt families in British Columbia. It'll hurt families that are connected with our...
Okay, British Columbia. So this is in England.
Wood manufacturing. It'll hurt families that are connected with producing alcoholic beverages. It will hurt our economy in British Columbia. But this
good
attempt by the president to hurt Canadians to
okay, so he's from Canada. Okay. I don't know. There's America, there's a bunch of bullshit, and then there's Alaska. I don't know anything about it. Why would I learn about Canada? I get bored even thinking about it.
Some reason attack our country was entirely predictable. He will probably do it again. And there's no reason to believe that this is the bottom in terms of where he's willing to go. And that's why, as British Columbians and as Canadians, we have been working to diversify our trade relationships.
Is this Canadian comedy?
Going to India, going to China, going to Asia. That's why the Prime Minister and I signed an agreement that will deepen and increase the infrastructure needed for us to be able to participate in the global economy and be less dependent on the United States.
Good luck.
It's actually a bit of a paradox because I can't help but feel prouder to be a Canadian right now, that our integrity is intact as a country, that we know what we stand for, we know who our friends are. And
proud to be a Canadian.
And we're willing to stand up for those things. There is not a chance in hell that U.S. alcohol is going back on the shelf in British Columbia. And I'm proud of that, and I know the British Columbians support that. And the idea of the president that he can bully.
I cannot understand this guy's accent. I'm sorry. I don't know. It's just, can you guys understand what this guy's saying? This is like total gobbledygook. Does this guy know what Trader Joe's is? He probably doesn't. Whoa. Oh, yes, I got a comment. Yes. Amy's twitching. The answer is 0. I have no... Blobby is irrelevant. Oh, here he comes. Greg! Oh, the stadium.
He doesn't hold back.
There he is. Yes. And he's going to put them all to sleep, you know? These people are all going to be fast asleep.
He says what I'm thinking in my head out loud.
I know Tom's last joke.
We all grew up in a very less sensitive time, but somehow we turned out okay. Instead of letting conservatism...
Was that Tom Shalhoub?
I wanted to change conservatism. It would be laughed at. That feels a little stale. Not the best.
Just to feel the vibe that he gives off, that you see on TV, and just to be a part of that audience.
Man, look at that crowd.
Thank you.
With Tom Shalhoub and surprise guest. God damn. Hey, guys, get your tickets. Maybe that's what he was doing last week. Greg. In Greg we trust. Good find. Good find. Can I comment on this? In any way? Comments. Comments are turned off. Damn shame.
Folks, you know, Indians complain a lot about racism, but my uncle is extremely racist. He
See you at the show.
My uncle from Kerala, he actually tells me, if my daughter marries someone who is not Malayali, I will commit suicide.
Great accent.
Then I will kill my daughter. The ironic
Can you guys hear the children laughter in the background?
thing is they live in a small town in Texas. I mean, who's he waiting for? Amarillo Slim Chakrabarti? You know, most people in India learn English, but Indians tend, especially Malayalis, tend to reverse the subject and the verb. So they ask you questions like, what you are doing? Why you are doing what you are doing? Here's my impression of my uncle waking up in the morning. Oh, what a beautiful morning. I don't need to shower today. I've got a beautiful feeling. Everything going my way is... And have you ever called technical support?
You hear the children laughing. Is this a children's comedy show?
I mean, they have these teams of Indians that are trained to pretend they're American. I mean, I call up Dell, I get this guy on the phone. Thank you for calling technical support. My name is Jennifer Aniston. What your
Guys, have you guys noticed over the last 45 years that when you phone tech support, they sound like Indians? And they always pretend that they're in America? Good, very good observation here.
problem is? Well, tell me, Jennifer, where in America are you exactly? Oh, I'm in the Northern American province of Minnesota.
Oh.
You know, even
Minnesotans don't sound like that.
Delta Airlines is using these centers late at night in India, and I'm half Indian, and I cannot understand what they're saying. I think it's just a matter of time before Indian companies start outsourcing to poor Americans.
Yes. Yeah, the opposite comedy.
Who are trying to pretend they're Indian.
Flip it.
Thank you for calling Air India. My name is Mahatma Gandhi. What your problem is?
Southern accent.
Folks, we have some very special people here. You know, college is a very time-consuming and expensive proposition, especially nowadays. And these folks have lived through 4 years of college.
Okay, so that was very good. Finally, a comedian doing a joke about Indians doing tech support. Waited my whole life to laugh at this. Now I can't stop. Please help. Brett Michaels' net worth $20 million solo album project, 20 cents. This is a Reddit video. Buckle up. This is 3 minutes. This is almost 4 minutes long. We'll see if we get through it.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, this is I'll save this to last because this is good exit music. Wait, we saw the same thing.
What's wrong? What? Oh, you're sad. Your cousin's being sold. Oh. Well, you could always bid. You've spent all your cash on Kerry's track, have you, doing the downloads and stuff? Yeah, I know. We've all been there. And all these ice lollies in the heat. I love a strawberry mivvy. Yeah. Well, look, put it this way, mate, and I've been in television for the best part of 30-odd years. There's less competition now if there's less of you. So we could see just your good self soon.
Yes.
I know. This is amazing news. This is amazing news.
Careful. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so, well, Blobby, yeah, actually, Blobby,
right there, Kerry.
See it, Blobby.
Sorry.
Sit.
You can't spot the difference. We'll hold each other up.
Yeah.
We're all right.
Yeah.
There's no injury.
He's got...
Oh
Can you
my
stand?
goodness. Are you all right?
Yeah.
Are you all right?
Blobby.
Oh, you're on my
Blobby looks like the coronavirus.
phone, but we won't worry about that at this. Don't worry, Mr. Blobby, don't worry at this
Don't worry
point.
about it. It's like a skip back there. It's like a skip.
Lean on me. I'm a bit of a blobby myself. A little bit, but lovely.
To be quite honest, Blobby, from this trio you will learn nothing. Blobby, what's...
Okay.
There's people on the chart.
Come on, Stan. Come on, Stan. Where the hell are you?
I swear to God, if Blobby shows up in this video, I'm holding the power button down. Oh, cheap shoes. Low frame rate. Bit rate not high enough.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for sinners now at the hour of our death. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with you.
You praying?
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for sinners now and at the hour of our death. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst women, and blessed.
Sounds like me before I go live. I say the same prayer.
Get on the walkie. Make sure Jenkins is at the station to get these people off here.
Oh. Jump stand. So this is less fun. Now I haven't seen this movie, but I'm gonna predict the joke here because you can see the amount of runway he's got to walk. This looks like a classic stuntman flame walk situation here. So hopefully this guy lights completely on fire and screams and burns.
And again, he is still when he says
That would be very funny.
Jump! Get out of here! Man, you can't save it! Jump!
Flame walk. Come on. Oh! Into the lava. So, if you're in a room and someone says the floor is made of lava, don't touch the floor. What movie is this? This movie is Oh, that was lava. And that's what happens when you touch lava. The movie's called Volcano.
Okay, we'll edit laughter in there.
Excellent. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Let's get this little, let's get the Bret Michaels going.
1, 2, 3, 4. Summertime, windows down.
God, so good. So much jewelry. Great edit. Brian, take notes. Hell yeah. You guys, so many predicted jokes today. Fuck the libs. Fuck the socialists. Just laugh. See you on Friday for the Friday stream. Maybe earlier for a game stream if I feel like I want to fuck myself up real good. Have a great week, everybody.